I'm wearing my Vulnerability is Dope shirt, courtesy of Jiggy Yun, because we're going to talk about crucial conversations. Speaking straight. What are they? What is a crucial conversation? Simply, it's one where the stakes are high, when opinions vary, when emotions are strong. And only one of these variable needs to be present for it to be a crucial conversation, but more often than not, all of those variables are present. And at one point or another in a conversation, they might rear their heads at different times. So a crucial conversation in one of these three instances can sound like this. You have to make room in the budget by cutting resources, and if you don't, you won't hit your target goals. Stakes are high. Your child thinks that they're ready to stay home alone, and you don't. Opinions vary. You and your peer are having a casual conversation about your upcoming weekend plans, and they say, speaking of the weekend, why didn't your strategic plan have anything related to my department? And you find yourself in a heated debate. What often makes our crucial conversations not just crucial, but makes them difficult for us is the outcomes have a huge impact on our life. And that's what makes them so important to do right. And what does emotional intelligence have to do with this? A lot. Accountability is a primary skill within organizations and not just for leaders. We're talking about everyone. An organization that struggles to seek or step into speak straight conversations where anyone can hold anyone accountable is an organization that will fall in achieving cultural maturity. They'll fall in achieving employee engagement, organizational trust, employee retention. Emotional intelligence skills are the skills that we use when stakes are high, when emotions are high, when disagreement in opinions exist. These skills, which we often only need when we find ourselves in these kinds of situations, soften the situation. That's why they're referred to as soft skills, not because they're easy to do, because we need them and we need to use them in the most difficult of situations and circumstances, because they help us to soften the situation. When a conversation is crucial, what happens to your body language? Posturing, red face, sweat on the brow, shrinking, avoidance, aggression. Are any of these helpful? Absolutely not. So elevated emotional quotient or emotional intelligence skills develops the skills to be emotionally self-aware and regulate the emotion, which regulates the body. And when we regulate, what ends up happening is we don't then behave in those detrimental ways. Instead, you intentionally choose emotional expression, using our emotions as we speak. Assertiveness, defending personal rights and values in ways that is non-offensive and non-destructive. We use empathy. We seek and are willing to understand someone else's perspective. Impulse control, the ability to resist temptation, to resist rash decision-making, and interpersonal relationships, building relationships that are built on a foundation of compassion and trust that are mutually satisfying. This is why our emotional intelligence often matters more than our intellect, our IQ, and why it is crucial to have these difficult conversations.